As a single mom, raising 4 children in New York City alone, trying to get my product off the ground, that was a big hurdle.
Kip is the inventor of the original CardShark WalletCase and holds 3 patents. Kip is also a writer and journalist and took on the plight of independent inventors against the broken US patent system.
Good morning. This is Kip Azoni Doyle. I'm very grateful to you for putting out this podcast because I think what you're doing to try and raise educationally and awareness around what tools we may have had or have now as an entrepreneur. I think one of the greatest hurdles that I faced as an entrepreneur was the sense that I'm kind of out here flinging and zinging alone. The notion of having a support team or podcasts like this where you can communicate with other entrepreneurs who are facing probably similar problems and issues is one of the greatest, I'd say the advent of all of these podcasts and all of where we've come through the internet. I'd say this is a great resource. So as a single mom, raising 4 children in New York City alone, trying to get my product off the ground, that was a big hurdle. And I would say, so for me, it was timing. You know, you had to balance this thing you were trying to invent and create and get launched versus, raising your kids, which is obviously a really big balanced challenge that many women face. So I invented and I patented with 3 utility patents, which I gather is not a small feat. The CardShark, the original credit card on the back of your phone's wallet case. What I faced and another great hurdle I faced is that the U.S. patent system is broken. The value of my patents, though they cost me everything I could scrape, was not at all helpful in fighting off infringers. It is the game of whack-a-mole. My product is universally adopted by every cell phone out there, and I had everybody stealing from me. So I spent everything trying to defend my patents against this theft. But what did I do? How did I handle this? Well, I sat down and I wrote a book about it because I think you're right. Entrepreneurs are not judged by good intentions, but by their contributions. Okay, exactly. So my contribution, aside from being a female independent inventor in a broken U.S. patent system, was to contribute my story and those stories of other independent inventors who have lost everything. These are people who have been stripped of patents as a result of the USPTO. To that end, I wrote a book, because I am also a writer on the other side of my head. And I wrote a book called Blood in the Water, America's Assault on Innovation. And what it really maps out is why the system is broken, how the system is broken. 12 years ago, the advent of the AIA, the America Invents Act, really stripped the patent system of all of its worth, leaving us independent inventors to really flail in bloody waters, right? There, hence, is the cover of the book, which is pretty enticing. I'll leave that to you. What I've learned is that as Einstein's my favorite quote, nothing happens till something moves. Well, that's what you got to be as an entrepreneur. You just got to keep moving, a little bit like a shark, which is my theme throughout all the property projects, etc. Be bold and don't be alone.
If you enjoyed this podcast and would like to find more inspiring information about entrepreneurs around the world doing incredible things, make your way to enterprisezone.cc.